Converting strings to lists and lists to strings. There's lots of reasons why you might want to convert a list to a string or a string back to a list. But the example I'm going to use here is one I want to create an anagram of a particular word. So an anagram is where you randomize all the letters and then you have to guess what word it is. So in this instance, you'd think, well, the best thing to do would be to use the random.shuffle function from the random module. But the problem is the random.shuffle won't work with a string. In fact, if we try it here, random, let's import random. And let's do random.shuffle word. Let's see if it'll do that. Nope. And import random. There we go. And there you go. String object does not support item assignment. So it can't do it. You can't shuffle a string, but we can shuffle a list. So what we could do here is, let's do word equals list word. There we go. And if you look over here, you can see exactly what it's done. Is it's taken the word and it's changed it from a word as a string to a list. So there is elephant now as a list, which is great. So now word is a list of letters. So what you can do is you can use the random function, random.shuffle word. There you go. And it will shuffle the word, as you can see just there. It shuffled it, which is great. But the problem is now, let's say if we want to print that out, if we print word, then it's going to print it in a pretty ugly manner because it's now a list and not a string. So what we need to do now is we need to convert it back. Let's put that, convert to a list. And then let's convert it back to a string. Convert to a string. There we go. To do this, we need to use the join function of the join method, of a string. So what we do is we do the name word equals join word. There we go. And what this does is it joins all the letters in the word list, joining them with, at the moment, it's got nothing in between. So now if we go to here, there we go, print word, get rid of the original print word, there we go. And now, there we go, you can see that we've got a far less ugly looking printed version, and it's back to a string. If I want to just check that it is actually a string, we can just do print type word. That should print out its type. There you go, look, it's a string, class string. Good, that's okay. Now this join function, you don't always have to leave that as nothing inside that empty string. If you wanted to, you could join it with space in between each letter. So if you did it like that, you can see it's got a space in between each letter. Or sometimes if you're adding it to a file, you might want to join it with a new line. So there you go, there's a new line. So we create a string with a new line in between each letter. So it does like that. Or a dash between each letter, whatever you want really. And it will join each part of that list with whatever you put inside of those speech marks. There we go.